again because that
I have a
happens.
question before you do.
Of
That's
course.
okay.
No,
You'll
we'll
cut
edit
it
it.
out.
No, we're gonna edit it out. It's not live.
So not to bring up bad things, but last game someone lost a substantial amount of HP, and
Me.
yes, sorry. So I was doing the math in my head, not well, but enough to know that the HP is different in this game
Right.
than it is in Call of Cthulhu because it was way past 12. So what's
Yeah,
the
average is 50. It's stamina, STA.
Okay, cool.
And
Perfect.
luckily, Aaron has the most out of both of you. He's actually quite a tank. He rolled really
Yeah,
well on
I'm
that.
like 70. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. I meant to ask last time but then forgot and was telling Matt about it and how I was really confused that like 3 Call of Cthulhu characters could have died in that last episode.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And it's funny because the stats for how much damage it was doing would have been exactly the same in Call of Cthulhu. I would have still had it do that much damage. Because
That's
in Call of
horrible.
Cthulhu, you're not supposed to fight the monsters. You're supposed to run from them, run from them horribly. Which is what happened. It just took 3 rounds longer than usual. Okay, so we all good? Any questions?
That was the only one I had. I'm good.
Okay. So we'll get started. Let me get this let out.
Drink some coffee.
Oh my God, no way! I'll power through. I'll have fun and I'll be awake once we get started.
Gotcha.
Okay, in 3, 2, 1. Okay, and we are back with our team for Citizens of Star Frontiers, and we are returning to the Nebula Narwhale on part 2 of Nightmare on the Nebula Narwhale. When last we left our team, the Vrusk Ralsikas and the human Sylvie Void Skipper were in the forward areas of the command decks, going through records that they had been buried after restoring the computer that had been sabotaged, that had been destroyed, and found that the crew seemed to have started apparently turning on each other and then locking themselves in their room, and they found deeper files that the automated systems had brought a lifeboat on board. And it was apparently stored right in the area where you came in, but you never found it. You never looked for it. You didn't notice it. Meanwhile, Isekai went to the rear, traveling towards the midsection of the ship with Kifu, searching for Seismo, who had went missing mysteriously
Seismo!
almost as soon as they entered the ship. Kifu entered some sort of a trance as they approached the AG deck. When Isekai intercepted him, pulled him around, he had strange alien creatures on his body that had triggered his swallow reflex, so he was eating them. Isekai killed them, but before he tried to perform first aid to remove the toxin, that didn't go so well. Kifu started having seizures, and before he could stabilize him, a strange Dralocyte came up behind him, spouting some rather bad jokes, and then got close enough to attack, forming not only claws but teeth, which Dralocytes don't normally have. Isekai was very quickly nearly killed, and only escaped when he fled for his life.
I choose bravely fought in combat.
Unfortunately, leaving Kifu behind as he did so, and managed to get all the way back up to the command decks. Before he succumbed to his grievous injuries and blood loss. And then, if memory serves, was not able to perform much medical on himself at all.
Apparently, I'm an awful medic.
Right. Or
Yeah.
just unlucky.
Well, maybe.
And that brings us back to Nightmare on Nebula Narwhale. Nightmare on the Nebula Narwhale. So I will let you guys take it from here.
Well, obviously we have to get the engines going, and obviously we have a wild creature on the loose. So there's only so many options. We can either try to do a spacewalk outside and avoid anything, which would be dangerous, or we're going to have to try to go through that main shaft all the way to the very end to sections 1, 2, and 3.
So this thing, was it attacking you?
It was not, but it was aggressive. It was trying to get at the Drolocytes. So I think for some reason it must know that it can either reproduce or make it go through its life cycle easier with Drolocytes. We don't know if it can work with us. Maybe it's more of a violent thing. Those star creatures that jumped onto that, they look like spores of some sort that Kifu was trying to swallow, and I was cutting them off of him. And unfortunately, they let off a toxin as well. So.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, just to recap, Longbow and Kuvolo are nearly catatonic, and you've had to tie them up because they were wandering almost trance-like towards the ag decks.
Right.
Yes.
Exactly.
Thank you. So, given your situation, would it be safe to say that if we walked past that, or if we were near that, we might have a better chance than spacewalking? Because it looks like we've got two not so ideal situations right now.
Right. I don't think either one is ideal. I mean, spacewalk is risky as itself. And then obviously going through that main corridor all the way through looks like it'd be risky.
Okay, there's also another problem.
Oh, boy.
Unless you guys have written it on your characters, I think Ralsa Cass is the only one with a spacesuit.
I bought a spacesuit. I mean, I figured I was going out in space, but I don't know if I asked if I was going to bring it last time, and I didn't know if I should or not.
What did you answer when you asked that question of yourself? Did you say yes?
No. I asked Osir, our boss, our boss, and he didn't really give me any answer, and I was just like, all right.
So, do you think Isekai would have brought it?
All right.
Well, it's a hazardous environment. You almost have to bring one.
I would think.
Yeah. I did not consider packing it in my initial equipment, but I would imagine there'd be an extra one on my ship, right?
But did you bring it?
So I do have a spacesuit and I have mag boots, but I can't fix the engines.
Well, I have my spacesuit and I'm reversed, so I've got 8 legs and 2 arms. So climbing down the gantry on the that structure on the outside probably safer for me.
But you still got to climb over those ag dome areas.
Well, if you can see my cursor, guys.
Yeah.
So when he comes down here, he'll be like right here. So really, you're not going over the whole edge. You're just kind of sneaking between the 4.
Sure.
Yeah.
So it's not. I mean, it's if anything, the storage decks and the fuel modules here. What are 5 again? Hold on. Yeah, liquid storage and the dry storage pods would be almost more of a challenge than getting around the ag dome.
Right.
Okay. Well, that central boom, it's got some pipe like superstructure. Can I climb within that?
Right. Yes, you can.
So I could, I just stay within that, and then I can bypass the liquid and dry storage.
Okay. I will. We're gonna do it this way. You can do this 3 ways.
Okay.
You can do the spacewalk nice and slow and careful. And remember, this is an absolutely immense ship.
What hull size is it?
I'm not sure, but we did have art with it next to an assault scout. Let me see if I can find that. All right, I'm going to pause and find it, and we'll edit it. Okay, I've got it.
I've got hull sizes by their length in meters if you throw out the hull size.
All right, hold on.
I'm guessing it's around a 14. That would make it 380 meters long.
Yeah, it's just give me 1 second, guys. I will edit this and it'll look cool.
Yeah, so if a scout's out, assault scout is size 3, so that easily has to be 14 or bigger.
Well, if you look at the silhouettes here, it is a huge ship.
Okay, so yeah, this is hull size 3, and
Yeah.
this is the Nebula Narwhale.
You're at least a 14, or if not a little bigger.
Okay, we're gonna say hull size 15, just because it's somewhere between 16 and 13, but it's an immense ship. This is the size of the ship you came on.
420 meters long.
Right.
That's
so I'm gonna
spacewalk.
Yeah, that's a spacewalk of 4 football, more than 4 football, about 4 football fields.
Damn.
And then how do I get back in the ship?
Oh.
I mean, is there an airlock?
You don't know if there's an airlock on one of the lower ag decks.
It's probably a fool's errand.
And can we even open it?
Yeah.
Do they even work?
So that would be.
There might be a work pod down there, but I don't know if I could get the work pod to eject itself so I could go in through the hatch.
Yeah, you would need to get to the main reactor. You would need to get to deck 2.
So there's no way to go, but
it is possible. I mean, at worst, you would have to cut your way into the engineering area.
I have
and then reseal it. It would be
plenty of power clips for my lasers.
So, well, remember the ship has a. It doesn't have many defenses, but it does have a reflective hull. So, you would need like a power welder. You can blast through it. So, I mean, that is a total possibility if you want to, come down to where is the airlock docks where you came in. Primary docking is 11. So you'd have to walk down here and then scale your way down. So if it's 400 yards, this is what would you say it was? 420?
420 meters for height.
420 meters. Okay, we're going to say that this is about 80 of those.
Oof.
So you'd be going 340 or so.
Not to mention, Tom, if your character flies off, there's, really no way to save them.
Yeah.
I can't see a foreseeable way unless the Kaleidoscope can see them fly off, and we can't have communication with them right now.
Right. Without the main engines going, you'll never be able to restore full power. You're on like emergency life support power. which will power the ship for days and days. So
Hmm.
you're not in risk of starving to death. And luckily, it's an ag dome, so it kind of makes its own oxygen.
Yeah.
Well, one other thing is there is a hole in one of the ag domes.
Right, but the computers have told you that the ship has self-sealed that off, so it's closed off the bulkheads. So the other three are not decompressed.
Well, would there not be an airlock kind of door that you go through one, then go through the other?
If you spacewalked to Egg Dome 4, went in through the hole, and found a way to override the emergency lockdown, you could get into the central core, which would put you about here inside the ship, which would be the you know the central core of the ag domes. You don't know what ag dome that thing went into,
Bless you.
or even if it is in the ag dome, because it may have just been moving that way to go deeper into the ship.
So, logistically speaking, it's dangerous. It's possible, but it's very dangerous. You're also by yourself. There is nothing that either one of us could do, and we have no way of communicating to the outside in case something happens. So I am going to say no on
Sure.
this.
Well, I was volunteering just to be a good team doobie,
Of
but
course.
So that leaves what options?
It sounds like a fool's errand.
Yeah, I don't know if it's safe to do that.
All
and
right.
would be down in person too. I guess we're just gonna. Two things. I think we have to muscle our way through down the main corridor, but obviously we have to also figure out what to do with these other pilgrims. If we leave them here, I have a feeling that they'll be ambushed and taken over as well.
Roll your logic, Isekai.
Oh boy. 30, I made it.
You have not yet examined them medically.
Well, I'm sure they're females now. All right, I'll do my medical examination on them. Jesus. Did not make it.
Okay.
I vote we just laser weld them into a confined space.
That's what I was thinking.
Into a closet?
Yeah.
Into the rooms. So
okay, you can put them into one of the rooms and weld them in.
Yeah, I've got a laser scalpel.
Yeah, because that's how you got into the rooms in the first place. Because you had to buzz them, zap them.
Remember, there were nobody alive when we found them.
Yeah.
So what happened? I'm thinking there's a metamorphosis that's happening with them, that this outside, alien life forms can enter into their body and it's doing something to them. Now, I don't know what it's doing, but it's obviously changing them completely.
You know what? I'm going to allow you to roll because there are two subjects.
Oh. A bone has been thrown.
Oh. Yeah, thank you for that bone, and I got a 16, so I definitely made
in all fairness, he examined one. It doesn't mean he examined both.
I was like, I don't understand the machinery I'm using here.
Okay, on the second attempt, you realize not only are they both female, their bodies are producing female hormones to the point where it's blocking out some of the logic sensors. They're like on hormone overdrive. And as you swab their skins, they're covered with what you think is Dralicite male spores.
Oh boy!
But it's like super spores. It's something it's something very similar to what male Dralicites would do to signal to female Dralicites that they were in that male phase. But not only that, they've got it heavier on the pads of their feet and their hands than anywhere else.
Are they going barefoot? I mean, I'm assuming they're in some kind of suit.
Well, yeah, they don't have it on. So basically, they have it on all. It's very heavy on all the areas that were open to the air, and
Okay.
especially on their hands, on where they've touched things.
I mean, I have my medical kit. I mean, I have stuff like what's it? I have antiseptic. I have what else? Antibody plus antitox. I mean, maybe those things could kind of help with that. I'm not really certain.
If you make a medicine roll to with a dose of antitox, it might be able to stabilize their body hormones so that they kind of drop out of this weird fugue state.
Sounds like an infection.
Administrating antitox. Oh my god, 77. I stink.
Okay, that's
actually administering drugs. It carries 100% chance of success for a doctor.
okay. All right, so you bring both of them out of it with 2 doses. They have no memory of what happened.
They need to leave the ship now.
You do the spacewalk.
Can we actually bring them back? Because
Let's
it
take
is
them by
safer.
the hands on a spacewalk. There we go.
No, but if we bring them back to the, is there a way for us to bring them back because they are a liability?
No, you would have to signal Kaleidoscope to come pick them up.
Okay.
They said that they will go to the bridge, lock it themselves in, keep in contact with you as long as they can with the shortwave radios. I think your chronocoms will give you 100 meters.
I would like somewhere besides the bridge.
What's the range on a chronocrom?
I thought it was 3,000 meters, but I could be wrong.
Okay, well, we'll just take a peek. So when they said when you restore
5 kilometers.
5 kilometers? All right.
Yeah.
So the chronochroms will keep you guys in touch with them.
But I'd rather them not be on the bridge. I'm sorry. I feel like they're a liability, and I feel like we should have them. And I'm sure they'd be okay with this, staying in another area that's not where the controls are that we essentially need control of.
I like the closet and the laser welder plan.
I'm sure they'd be okay with that.
They'll take some food, they'll take some supplies, and you could laser weld them in. And they agree that anything that they could use to cut themselves out would be removed.
Lock them in a room.
Okay, and can we take their electros or one of their stunners just in case?
The sonic stunner, sure.
Yeah.
Now, can we give them something to communicate with us?
They have chronochroms. They'll be able to keep in touch.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, forgive me, but
Aaron,
I don't want to take chances.
I'm sorry, say again.
Roll your medicine, and everyone roll your is it perception? What is PER? Oh, intuition. I'm sorry. It's intuition logic. INT.
Well, my medicine, I got a 52, and I have a 55 for medicine. So.
As you guys are talking to them and starting to lock them in the room, you see that they cognitively have starting to lose focus.
Oh God.
Oh, it's the air.
It's in the air.
Dun, dun,
Lock them in the
dun.
room. We can't keep dealing with this.
They do have. There are gas masks on board. In this area.
But their skin is basically they breathe through their skin.
Right. But Dralicites do have a version of a gas mask where they can focus their breathing.
I guess we can do that.
Okay, once you guys get the gas masks on them,
burn some more antitox.
You hit them with antitox again. It starts to they start to come around, but you realize that it's in the air as well, and it's settling on their skins. So unless they're completely like in a sterile suit, eventually they're going to start to succumb. Like whatever's gone on. Whatever this thing has done, it's coated the surfaces of the ship and the atmosphere with these spores. Which
we need to get some atmospheric scrubbing or something.
You can't restore full life support until you get the
Right.
power back on.
Or we could evacuate all the air from the ship. Joking.
Are you really?
Okay, so you've secured Longbow and Kuvolo in and you've treated them and you've got their gas masks on, so they're not going to succumb, but and you don't know how long they're going to be okay until you get life support to scrub whatever spores are polluting the air here.
Right. And his
Which
life support
doesn't seem to be affecting any of you.
Right.
Thankfully.
Life support is that down by engineering as well? The engines or
Hold on.
Oh, environmental system 6. So they're under the domes.
Right.
Oh. We're still got to get power restored to get
Right,
environment.
and you need to get to 2 to do that.
All right.
Okay, so I guess we're just going to have to arm ourselves and start heading down the passageway all the way to engineering. I don't see another choice.
I pull out each of my lasers one at a time, eject the power clip, reset it, and set the setting to 5 SEU on each one.
Gotcha.
I'll have my laser rifle out.
And I'll have my gyrojets.
Did you
All right.
pick a stunner from one of the?
Yeah,
yeah.
I have the stunner too. So if I can, I'll try not to get rid of any pilgrims. Maybe stun them.
And then it comes at me. I'm blasting away.
Okay.
Okay. So you are heading down. So you're armed. You've got your. So Isekai, you've got your gyrojets. Is that a pistol? Is that a rifle?
I have a rifle and a pistol, so
Okay.
I can.
How's your
use-
stamina?
My stamina is currently at. It's pretty low. It's 28.
You need a healing potion or cure light wounds.
I already did stim dose to bring me up from 18. So
Okay, Regina, you're armed with a beam pistol.
I have a proton pistol. I have a laser rifle. I have a sonic knife and an electric sword.
Okay,
I got everything.
pretty well armed, and we know the dual laser pistols are. Okay, so the plan is you're leaving deck 12, heading down towards the airlocks.
Mhm.
Okay, you make it that far. Do you do anything on this deck, or do you proceed to deck 9?
wasn't there supposed to be an escape ship or escape pod that was picked up?
It's not here.
Well, you haven't done you haven't done a full search of the area. There is cargo and stuff littered about.
I guess we could just do a quick look since we're here, right?
Okay, roll intuition.
48. I made it.
You actually find it.
Really?
Oh wow. Would it look familiar to me?
It is an old lifeboat from about 12 or 15 years ago. And I need everybody to roll an INT check again. Oh,
I passed.
sorry. Roll your logic.
Mine's the same. I passed.
All right. It's
I did not pass.
it's from a ship called Quasar Explorer, and it's written right on the life pod. And you remember, Quasar Explorer was a ship that was mapping the edges of one of the nebulas, trying to find the route that the Sathar were using to sneak in during the Second Sathar War. And that ship went missing in a strange ionic storm, and has never been seen again.
And now we know why.
Dun, dun, dun.
And on the inside of the life pod, you see claw marks.
I bet.
Nice.
Is there any logs or anything else in this thing that we could look, or is it just basically survival here?
When you're looking over, you see the claw marks. You look for logs. You see that there's some weird kind of organic paste, leathery, fibrous shell all around the inside, almost
Okay.
like a cocoon that's cracked open.
Ew.
Oh God, I don't know if I want to go in there.
Could we light it on fire?
It's like a biohazard kind
Fire
of thing.
in a spaceship is never a good thing, Regina.
Well, could we just kick it out the door?
You could kick it out the door, yes.
It's gross.
It's probably worth money to historians and conspiracy
Well, we
theorists.
can just shut it off and just kick it out.
I could sterilize it with TD19.
No.
That's right up there with fire, Ralph. You could burn it
I'm
or
backing
blow it up.
away.
Let's
It
close.
looks gross.
Let's close it off and let's just try to get it out.
Okay.
Yeah, seal it up.
You can move it to an area. If all three of you make a strength check, you can pick it up, haul it to a more secure area, and lock it down.
All right.
Made it.
I literally rolled 100.
Okay.
Oh
No.
You drop it, and when you drop it, I need everybody to roll.
but it's 0G.
Yes.
That's true. All right,
Yes!
never mind. You
Thank
move
goodness.
it, you lock it off, and you can continue.
All right.
Because I don't want growth. No, thank you. I'm good.
All right. So it's locked out. It's locked away.
Mhm.
All right. Let's head further down to
Okay,
the.
so you're heading towards the access trunk
Mm.
and the dry pod storage. I need everyone to roll and hold on.
I'm just gonna roll.
Did you bear with me? An intuition.
Perfect.
Oh.
25.
92.
I got a 40.
Oh
Okay, I need to take this down for a minute.
no! Don't do that. Bring it back, please. No.
Okay, so where did I put that?
You could put it back. We don't need it. Whatever it is, just we're good. No. He's smiling. I don't like that. No.
All right, so actually I can put it back because I actually printed this. And okay, who made it? Raise your hand. Okay, Isekai, you're kind of fumbling around in the dark, moving through.
Just a big dumb lizard.
Ral and Sylvie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, first off, how much did you make it by, Ral? You're muted.
Okay.
Muted.
I made it by 20 points.
Okay, Sylvie?
I made it by 25 points.
Okay. Almost at about the same time as you're moving through this like darkened elevator shaft of the ship, you see two small objects skittering like very slowly and stealthily through the dark, moving past you, heading towards the nose of the ship as you're heading towards the tail. And they're within like a meter or two of you when you notice them. And they kind of look like six-fingered starfish.
Ah, it's that thing.
What do you want to do?
I have a flashlight. I want to illuminate with the flashlight and
That's
shoot
smart.
with the laser.
Okay, you put the flashlight on it. It screeches almost in pain as if from the light and begins like fleeing. But you will get the shot off before it can get very far. Regina, what are you doing?
I was just gonna shoot it.
Okay, both of you need to fire.
29 and a 90, so one hits.
Okay, give me damage. That's 5d10, which I'm going to guarantee you will kill it.
Yeah, 6, 11, 26. 26.
He's down. Sylvie.
So I got a 15 out of 55, and then it's 3D. It's
3d10.
1d10. Okay.
No, it can't be. It's a what's the proton pistol?
Oh, it's a 3d10. Okay,
Yeah,
I was
3d10.
reading that incorrectly. So that's a 9.
All right, he's down.
Okay. Yay.
I mean, it's like a starfish. It's not not a grizzly bear. But they were trying to sneak their way towards the nose of the ship.
Nice.
All right, so
You got
now
both
you
of them?
guys, yeah, you got both of them. You're about
Good.
here.
Can you do that again? I'm sorry. I couldn't see your mouth. No, I see it. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, so Isekai, he's like, what's going on?
You hear,
What are you guys shooting at?
your gun. They were actually almost behind you when you shone the light. You guys had to turn, like they had actually gotten past you at that point.
So those fuckers snuck behind us.
So I'm going to keep my flashlight out.
Okay. All right, so you're now in the dry storage pods right above the ag domes.
Mm.
I think this is basically where we ran into the problems before, so we're right around here. So keep an eye out. And
Okay.
I suppose if light bothers them, I guess turning on our flashlight's probably a good idea.
Anybody else have a flashlight?
Can we just tape them to our guns?
I don't think any of us have tape.
We have
I have ion bonding tape in my toolkit.
All right.
Yeah, it's like super cool duct tape.
I will gladly take some of that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you come into the central hub of the ag domes. You see that ag dome 4 has been locked down because of decompression. The gangways, the passageways into 1, 2, and 3 are all 3 open. You see ag dome 2 opposite 4 is dark because the polarizing there's like a polarizing layer that can go over to darken it out. That's been activated there, and there's an odd swampy smell coming from it.
Mm-hmm.
Can we turn off that ionizing effect?
You would need to
Turn on the
you need to get main power restored. You could do it manually, but it would take hours because you'd have to hand crank like a dozen panels.
Yeah, no fun. We need to get to engineering. That's
all right. Everybody roll an INT check. Your intuition.
Ooh, 16. I finally did something.
I believe it or not, I just rolled another 100.
Okay, you noticed nothing. The two of you see
I poked my eye out with my own finger.
A figure stumble out, like kind of stumbling towards you. And it looks like it's Seismo. It has the pilgrim clothing on.
Okay.
And it has part of the pilgrim, like it's turned his satchel into almost like a hat, and it's like kind of over his head. And he waves to you guys.
Seismo, my best friend in the whole world.
Yeah,
What is going on?
don't go into the dark compartment with the creepy Drollicide.
He just nods and kind of like waves you guys to, like he kind of nods his head and waves his hand and kind of waves you guys to. All right, I'm good. You guys can just continue on.
Yeah, having a couple drinks in there.
Hold on a second.
No soup
When you
jokes?
say that, it says, "Why did the coffee file a police report?"
I don't know, Seismo.
Because he was mugged.
Oh, boy. All right, so guys, I don't think he's any different than anybody else. I think we should just keep on moving past him if we can. Unless I can get closer and try to administrate the anti-tox again. Is that possible to get that close to him, or is he kind of far away?
Well, he's not running from you. He's just about 100. He's about, he's about
I do believe you can roll your
15,
medical
20
skill
meters away.
for an attack with the hypo spray.
Oh, can I?
I believe you can do that.
I mean, I can try to do that.
Okay. Do you want to approach to try and knock him out with a drug?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or, well, I was going to try the anti-tox.
Okay. As you get close, I need you to roll your INT again to see if you notice something.
Come on. Oh, 9. Yeah.
As you start to get close, you see that he's kind of backing away from the light of your flashlights, and his uniform his pilgrim uniform, it's really dirty and soiled, and there are like patches of weird fibrous material kind of clinging to it, much like the stuff you found in the lifeboat.
No, thank you.
All right, maybe I'll just steer clear. Like you think, I think you need to sleep something off here, Seismo.
He nods and he starts moving to go past you to head towards the nose of the ship.
To head towards the nose of the ship?
I whisper, does Seismo have any weapons?
He had a sonic stunner, but
he doesn't have it. He doesn't have it on him now.
I think he's got claws now.
Yeah.
And those could. Oh no.
Yeah, they hurt really bad.
So what do you guys want to do? Because he's starting to wander past. He's like sticking to the shadows, hugging the wall, moving to get around you so he can let you guys.
Just keep the lights on him.
I'm gonna block him with the flashlight.
Yeah, maybe we can kind of like steer him.
Well, let's stun him.
You block him with.
I can use the sonic stunner on him.
Yeah, stun him.
We'll block his path with the flashlights. You dig out the sonic stunner and zap him.
He says, "Hey," right. He like holds his hands up, and he says, "Hey, how fast is milk?"
I don't know.
He goes, "It's past your eyes."
All right, I'm going in for a quick stun.
Okay, you can fire. Remember, you don't have skills in beam weapons, so it's going to be unskilled.
Was that half?
Yeah, it's half your dex.
All right, so I have to get under 30. Come on, baby. Ooh, 10. Yes.
Yay!
Nice.
Okay. The sonic stunner hits him, and you see the ripples in his skin, and he just flinches for a minute. And then just like starts charging towards you, hissing as a gaping maw opens with teeth, and two of his pseudopods form claws. So he'll
not again.
Right. So he's like barreling towards you now.
I am definitely backing away as fast as I can.
You're backing away. Regina, what do you do?
So I'm shining my pistol flashlight situation at him. Is he flinching at all?
Tactical, yeah.
Yeah, is he flinching at all?
He's flinching, but it won't stop him. It's hurting him. It's uncomfortable. It's not damaging him. It'll probably give him a penalty to hit, but it's not going to stop him.
Okay. Do I have the ability to shoot
Yes.
in the same time? Yeah.
Yes.
I'm shooting him.
You can
I'm so
try and
sorry.
block him with the light and fire your weapon.
I'm gonna
at
just scream, sorry, no! And I miss him.
him. What's the rate on that weapon? Is it 1 or 2? Is that an M2, I think, or an M3?
It's an M2, yeah, sorry. So I get one more?
Hold on, I gotta check.
Oh, yeah, I don't have that book out.
Yes, it is rate of fire 2.
Okay, cool. Perfect. And the 71.
Okay, you've got 2 shots left in that clip, by the way. It's a 5-shot clip.
Okay.
Ral?
So I blasted away with, I jerked my second laser, and 4 shots, all missed.
Wow.
You guys are great.
70s here.
All right, so
Say goodbye to Isekai.
One gun is empty.
Isekai, you said you were backing away. You didn't stand to fight and shoot.
No, I was
other
getting
two
away
did.
as best I can.
He needs to.
So you've got behind them. So he's going to attack one, or maybe both. How many attacks did I give this thing? But Isekai, this is not the same thing you fought. It is clearly a different one. The other one looked a little larger and more weathered, and he was definitely wearing different clothing.
Right. No, I figured this is, taking over.
All right, he's only got the 1 attack. Oh, 2 attacks per round. He's going to attack Regina. He's going to try and bite you, and Rally's going to try and claw you. Regina, you are bitten, and Ral, you are clawed.
Oh, joy.
Okay, Regina, 8,
Uh-huh.
9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17 points. Do you have a skin suit or any kind of inertia?
I have a grid suit.
Okay, that won't help.
Yep. And I have a insert a screen.
An inertia screen.
Yeah.
Which, if you put it on, you'd take half damage from this kind of damage. But you didn't say you had it on.
No.
So I'd put it on next round. Ral?
I have a sky suit underneath my spacesuit.
Okay, great. So, and thank God for that, because I rolled an 8 and a 9. 17. 8. You take 10 points. It would have been 20.
Wow.
10 points to you. 10 points to and forget about the integrity of that spacesuit now.
Ugh.
Okay. Party's round.
I'm going to fire my gyrojet.
Okay, give me 3 gyrojet pistol rounds. It's can't be the rifle because he's too close. I'm allowing the pistol because you deliberately said you were moving back as it approached, and it's delayed. He's delayed them. The other 2 party members have delayed them.
8 on the first, so that's a hit. 50 on the first, that's a hit. 72 was a miss, so 2 hits.
Give me the damage.
Damage. First shot is 12. Second shot is 16.
Good hits. Okay, Regina, you've got 2 shots left in that pistol. It is close enough to use the sword or the knife.
Yeah, I'm gonna try the electric sword. I fell.
Ral?
All right. I am now at point blank range, and the pistol that still has energy in its clip, I'm going to fire 2 shots with it.
Okay, go for it.
And with the other hand, I'm ejecting the clip, and I'll do a reload next round.
I thought you had the never mind. Go ahead.
I've been keeping track of my energy. I'm down to just 1 pistol.
So you dropped your flashlight, is what I'm saying, because now you're using 2.
No, I eject the clip.
Okay, but when you were firing 2, you had a flashlight in your pistol. When you
I
grabbed
taped
your
the flashlight to the pistol.
Oh, you taped the flashlight to the pistol. Okay. Any damage on this round?
So 1 misses, but the 1 hits.
Okay, give me damage for that.
10, 14, 19, 10 is 29, and one more die is 736. 36 total. Laser damage.
Okay.
I wish I'd gotten them twice.
He is staying to fight, and does hit both of you once. Regina, is there anything you wanted to do this round?
I wasn't sure if that was possible to actually put that screen on.
I'll let you roll your. I'll let you roll your reaction speed to click it on before the bite chomps down again.
Okay. Oh, I make it 20.
Okay. You take 12 points instead of 24.
I accept it. I'm grateful for whatever.
Ral, you get off easy, 7 instead of 14.
It's because I apologized. That's why.
Keep track of the power that's used. I think that it's 1 SEU for every 5 points of damage it absorbs.
Okay.
So that basically was 2 SUEs worth of power drain.
Okay.
On the power screen. Okay. Party's round.
I guess I'm firing Gyrojet again.
Oh, please hit.
Yeah, right. 72, first miss. 86, last shot.
3 misses?
3 misses. I just shot a bunch of weapons into the air.
All right. I'm going to try with the sword again. Screen is on.
Okay, go.
And I got a 22. So I am... All right, perfect. And then that's the electric sword. So that's 4d10/s.
Yeah. I don't know if are you planning on trying to stun him or you want to shock him. 4d10 is the damage on shock. S is the stun.
I guess I would like to stun him.
Okay.
All right, so 10.
No effect. You don't roll damage on stun.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
So stunning doesn't do anything to these things.
Right. The sonic stunning and the electric stunning had no effect on the creature.
Seems like they're immune.
Yeah.
Okay. Ral?
So I have to, at this point, I have to change clips on my lasers. So am I able to, I was just trying to look for the rules for reloads. So
you can reload one of those weapons this round.
Right. So the one I already ejected a clip.
You reload. You can fire it next round. Okay. Regina, how are you doing?
As far as damage is concerned, I am at 29, negative 29. And it's for stamina, correct?
Right. So you've taken 29 points of damage.
Yes, I've taken 29 points
All
of
right.
damage.
He attacks you twice as Ral falls back a bit to reload, but misses the second time.
Okay.
Amazingly. And you take 9 points of damage, and the screen is drained 2 more points
Okay.
of SCU power.
See?
Okay, Isekai, were you reloading this round? Or you
I still have ammo. I have 4 more shots.
That was this is your 3rd round of firing. It's 369.
Yeah.
So is this a regular clip or a maxi clip? Because Gyroids usually have 10 rounds or 15.
10 rounds. So
okay.
I've only fired 6 so far.
Oh, okay. All right, you're good for this round then.
Yeah. All right, here we go again. 27 hit. 3 hit.
Oh, by the way, okay, go ahead.
Yeah. 78 miss.
Okay.
So 2 hits.
3
Regina,
was a critical.
Regina, the one that misses sails right by your head. So you feel the heat from his gyrojet rocket narrowly mishitting you. He's literally firing a rocket pistol in something you're in melee combat with.
All right.
If it gets the job done. If it gets it done.
9 points for the first hit. And 10 points for the second.
All right.
And I'm down to 1 shot for my...
And this horrific thing is still up. Regina?
Okay.
Jeez, man.
I have 2 shots left with my pistol. I'm gonna try.
Wait. No, you got the electric sword in your hand.
I can't do one hand.
Switch it to damage.
Okay,
No,
so then yeah.
If you switch
Okay.
it to if you switch weapons, you're not gonna be able to attack.
All right. So then I will use the sword I can use for
4d10 if you hit.
4d10
on shock. Yeah.
on
to light
shock. Okay, because still doesn't work. Okay. That's not gonna happen.
Okay, Ralph,
Hey.
it's up to you.
All right. I'm invoking careful aim for
You're
plus
just gonna fire the
15,
one. You're just gonna fire the one shot. Go. for it.
and I've dialed it up to 10.
Okay, we're gonna make this count or else.
This is ride or die.
This is it.
Please.
46 is a hit.
Yay!
Plus 14. So now we are 10d10. 11, 15.
We have dialed it up to why won't you die setting.
Die, die, die!
30, 40, 49, 54.
I used to like size mode, not anymore.
All
62. And
right,
7
a
is
huge
69.
laser blast hits this creature in its midsection and blows most of its midsection away, and it falls there. And you see like the inside of its nucleus, like as you've blown it open, what would be like the brain in the center. It's all covered in like chitinous plates, almost like looking cancerous.
Nice.
And I need everyone to roll an INT check.
I got a 30. I passed.
63, nothing.
96.
Okay.
Sylvia, enlighten us.
Regina, you're the only one who noticed something.
What did I notice?
You noticed that a second figure during the chaos of the melee has slipped through the shadows and is quickly shuffling its way up the narrow bit of the ship, heading out of the dome area towards the dry storage pods.
There's one more!
You yell, "There's one more!" It starts to like shuffle faster. If you can fire one shot at it before it gets to deck 10.
Do I have time to fire my rifle, or can I only fire my pistol?
Who gets the fire?
Regina does, because she saw it and she yelled, "There's one more," and she's firing at it. I will let everyone make a reaction speed check to see if you could peel off a shot, but it's going to be at -10 because you're like snapping off a shot before it closes the door and enters deck 10.
I did not make it.
You hit, Regina?
I did, yes! I did!
Okay.
Okay, so 3d10. Alright, let's do this. Alright, so 9, 10, so that's 19, 4, so that is 33. I mean, 23, sorry.
Gotcha, 23. Aaron, Ral, and Isekai, make your reaction speeds.
I rolled a 94.
I made the reaction speed by 1 point. So I'm firing. It's still at set in 10.
You don't have time to reset it. So.
Right. So 8. That'd be a hit.
Okay, so as soon as you have one more, you see the very, quick reflex. Varos could just snap up his arm, peel off one shot, and hit this thing in the back.
You want damage?
Yes, please.
12, 14, 23, 32, and 10 is 42, and 10 is 52, 56, 62, and 67. 67 total.
Oh, that's a lot of damage. And on top of the 23. But it's not enough. And it managed just to pull itself through the door. And you hear it. You hear the door to deck 10 go like slamming shut. So it's gotten behind you. It's in really rough shape because you saw the proton blast and the laser blast hit it square as it was trying to sneak past you.
Do we go after it? Or do we just radio to the Drosselites up ahead to beware?
Yeah.
Did we disarm them?
No, you left them with one sonic stunner.
That's not going to do anything.
Right.
No, will be nothing.
I'll just go after them and burn them down with my laser.
Okay, so you're going to start rushing back up. Are you going to reload the other one as you go?
Yeah, I'm going to reload both lasers.
Regina, what are you doing? The Rusk just, without a word, just, starts reloading a pistol and scampering back up the way you came towards the door the thing just went through.
I'm gonna go running after.
Okay, you've got one shot left in that pistol.
No, I need to reload that pistol.
So
actually.
you're gonna so you guys are moving towards the door, reloading. Isekai,
Yes.
what are you doing?
Don't leave me alone in the dark.
No, go back!
I guess I'm gonna follow him, but I'm gonna get my rifle out now.
Okay, you get your rifle and you're gonna let them be a little bit ahead of you, so you've got some range.
Oh
with the
yeah,
rifle.
yeah.
Okay, you are at the door. What do you guys want to do?
Open it.
Okay.
Wait, can I aim my pistol while someone opens it?
Well,
yeah.
that's the name,
Well, I'm a Versk. I move faster, so I got to the door first. I start opening it.
Okay, so you're gonna stop and just aim at the door, right?
Yeah, I'm opening the door. She can shoot through it.
Okay, Regina. Hold on.
I feel like that pig right now.
Sorry, I keep doing that. Ugh.
Fag.
Hold on. Okay, Regina.
Yeah.
I need you to make a reaction speed check.
Oh fuck. Okay, so curiosity killed the cat. 3. This is a 10, I believe.
Okay.
0, correct?
No, that's 100.
Oh, then that's 100. Yes.
Okay. You open the door, and
you shoot Raul.
And actually, your instinct was right. He was waiting right by the door to gank someone. So, and that's going to be Raul, because he opened the door, and you were stepping back to aim at whatever was there. So he attacks Raul twice, saying, "Ah, crab legs! Don't be shellfish."
I'm so angry that I don't find the joke funny anymore.
And he misses once, and he hits once. Raul, 10 points. It would have been 20 if you didn't have the skin suit, which is probably getting pretty ripped to ribbons by this point.
Can I take a shot?
Sure, you can. If you You're going to be firing between your companions. So what do you need to hit?
The Drosselite.
No, what number? What's your
50.
50. Anything over a 75, we're going to risk friendly fire.
Sorry, guys. All right.
Sucks to be you.
Should I do all 3?
If you like.
Tom's like,
3 chances to hit it or them.
I'll do 2. I'll do 2.
Or you could take 1 shot at plus 15.
I'll do careful aim.
Okay.
Careful aim.
Where's the fun in that? I shouldn't even suggested it.
I was thinking that, but I also like chaos. So, all right. So 65 or lower. 27. All right.
Okay. Give me that damage.
3d10, right? Yeah, 3d10. 21 points of damage.
Okay. The 1 Gyrojet explosive round impacts this thing on its claw, on its other claw, and like blows off that whole upper part of the hand, and Icor just comes spraying out of it. It staggers back and falls.
Yes! Die! All right. Let's go back.
Okay, what do you guys want to do? Yeah, he's dead.
Dead?
Yeah,
It's dead.
sure.
It's dead.
Is he just like doing a...
You got 1 round, and you can double tap if you want, but he's not.
No, is it doing a pinwheel after I shot him?
No.
No, it's not dead.
No. All right. Yeah, let's turn around and get back to what our...
Yeah.
This time, let's not talk to any friends on the way.
So you get down. Are you heading towards engineering?
Yes.
Okay, give me a space science roll to get restored main power. Ral.
And you're on mute.
And you're muted.
Space science. Level 1. 40%.
All right, well, the power just went out in my house, but my computer is still running because I have an emergency battery on. So we're gonna finish this adventure. Hold on.
Now,
do you have internet right now?
Yes, I have internet because my computer has an emergency battery.
Who's scared now?
Hold on.
Well, the excessive heat warning there.
What?
We're in an excessive heat warning right now.
Thankfully, my computer has an emergency battery, so we're still recording the game. Okay, so
Oh my God.
we're finishing this game. This is why I hate summer. Okay, Ral, do you restore main power?
Yes.
Okay, main power is restored. The intercoms are now working. What's the first? And what do you guys want to do next?
We're going to turn on all the lights. We're going to take down those ion barriers off those domes, and we're going to call the Kaleidoscope and appraise them of everything.
Okay.
I want to check life support and make sure it's working right.
Yes, and get those scrubbers working.
Okay. You guys have a lot to do. Okay. Power's restored. Thank you. You restore power. You inform the Kaleidoscope. It's going to be a long report. You find out. Yeah, the life support has been rerouting air through Dome 4, and then it was rerouting air through Dome 2.
Okay, so Dome 4 and 2 are those the ones with the ion barriers, right?
2 has an ion barrier, and 4 is the one that somebody blew a hole through.
All right, so
so you can get that working, and when you do a diagnostic, it says that there's a high spore count in the area air.
Can we just vent it?
It's scrubbing the air, so it's going to be removing them.
Well, we got to go in there and freaking. Can we just get flamethrowers and just burn it?
There are flamethrowers in the Ag Dome.
Yeah, I think we need to do that. Seriously, think we need to start burning shit.
Okay, when you go into the Ag Dome, you're going into Ag Dome 2, the one that was swampy and polarized.
Yeah.
Okay. They tell you if you're going to do that, we're not docking the ship until you declare it clear. We're not docking the Kaleidoscope until you've checked out Ag Dome 2. They say before you do that, can you escort the 2 surviving pilgrims to airlock 2? We'd like to take them off the ship before.
I would say no to that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree.
I would check in on them. I call them on my Chronicon, say, "Hey, are you guys?"
They say that we're fine where they are. Let them finish what they've started. They've been doing great so far, and we're safe. So, all right. So I need you guys to make there's 1 flame unit, and none of you are trained in it.
No. So for weapons unskilled, what would be our?
It'd be who has the highest dex, and then you're gonna do half of that.
So I only have a 60.
I have a 70.
I have 55.
So Sylvia would be the flamethrower.
Okay, so you take and it's an agricultural flamethrower, so it's like 1 tank on a strap with a long pole. It's not like any sexy military. It's like for. Okay, I need all 3 of you to roll a INT check as you're searching Ag Dome 4.
Pass. 32.
Pass.
Okay, you find in like a maintenance shed. There are a bunch of these little like smaller starfish, kind of in like half of a water slimy pool. They don't look like they're large enough to move around yet. And there's another one of those like burnt up cocoons, but this one's been recently opened. And you see that there are bits of Seismo's gear here.
Is this chicken and star soup? All right. Come on.
You're not a Dralocyte this time.
I know. It's killing me. All right. All right. Let's just burn it. Burn it, Sylvia.
Okay. You set it all on fire. It's not a combat roll because you're just burning a structure. And I think that we can safely say you have hold on. You have handled. You have cleared the ship. Oh my God! I had a horrible, nightmarish moment that the power outage had stopped the recording, but everything seems fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, you've cleared the ship of these strange alien life forms that seem specialized in preying on Dralocytes.
It's a sapphire plot.
I would say, yeah, maybe, but we should definitely get these things analyzed and pack them away. Any kind of organic material and put them.
Make a medicine roll to take and preserve samples of all of the creatures that you found here.
All right.
I'm gonna say make 3.
All right. First one's 99, so that.
All right. The one with giant laser burns is not viable.
39 made it.
All right, Seismo you managed to preserve, and you get a perfect starfish preservation of one of the parasite things.
Right.
And when the Dralocytes come on board and start cleaning up the place, they start talking about childhood stories about a creature called the Night Stalker that would lure people into alleys. And they said it was a Dralocyte with like claws and teeth. But they said that these are almost like folk tales.
Right.
It's like we say that, if you go out after dark and you're by yourself, you could fall prey to the Dark Stalker. It's something that older Dralocytes tell younger Dralocytes to keep them from going out drinking. Said, we never thought that such tales were true. but these have been passed down through Drowsite culture since before we came to the frontier.
Interesting. Well,
All right, so the purchase of the ship is put on hold until it can be sanitized, repaired, and they're
yeah.
they're calling a Star Law team to come in and a medical team to come in.
I
And-
suggest that fire purifies all.
And when fire fails, explosives.
Yes.
Just more fire.
Okay. What does happen is a destroyer from the UPF, a UPF task force shows up on site. A commander, a Yazarian commander comes on board and says, "We're taking all of you into custody for a quarantine period.
I'm good.
Okay.
We're going to do a quick inspection, and if we think that there's a risk, we're going to be destroying this ship." And the lawyer is like, "No." And the pilgrims are like, "No, too many of our people died here. We can't let them die or have died for nothing. Some good has to come out of all of this." And I'm going to let the deciding argument fall on you guys.
Ooh.
The Yazarian calls you in and says, "You fought these things up close. I've read your medical." This is several days later. Because I've read your medicals. Your wounds were grievous. These things are clearly a grave threat to the Dralasites of the frontier. I want your honest assessment. Do you think the threat is contained, or should the ship be destroyed?
Is this on the record? And will my boss find out what I say?
This will be on the record, yes.
Sure. It's all good. It's all good.
Okay, that's one vote to preserve the ship. Regina, Sylvie. Oh, and by the way, you're all questioned separately. So if you want to text me what you tell this guy, you don't have to let the others know which way you vote.
Sorry.
I unfortunately I am very grossed out. And I don't know much about, or and I kill it with fire. That's my thought process. I understand that people have passed away, and there can be other ways of remembering them, but unless there's a concrete way of guaranteeing that, yeah, I don't want to take that chance. So fire
Okay.
for me.
Isekai?
I am Sarian, so I do know the plight of their people, and I know that trying to find a way to feed your people and to find purpose for your people to have living, to live free is important. So I would say contain the ship, clean it as best as possible, and then let them be on their way.
Okay. So what happens is that the commander takes mercy, but it's not a victory. It's not a complete victory for the pilgrims of the law firm, because he wants the entire ship decompressed. He wants it vented to space.
I would agree.
And he's intending to program the ship to make a near run past a star that will irradiate it. So the ship will have to be decontaminated, and everything in the ag dome will be ruined. So the ship will need like millions of credits worth of refit. But he said, otherwise, I'm just going to destroy it. So he goes, the pilgrims can have it, but it's going to double the amount of capital it'll take to get it functioning.
I might as well fly it into the sun.
I mean, it seems fair.
You can buy another ship for like 1 million credits.
Yeah.
Yeah, but an egg ship is so specialized, you
I
know.
know.
So the Dralicites, the lawyer speaks to you and says, "What do you think that we should do? Should we find them another ship? Should we find them another ag ship, or have one built? Or how should we recommend? Their their people have died here, so they're emotionally invested. It's up to us to look out for their interests. Um, do we find another ship and just advise them to let this one go?"
Uh, me personally, I would sanitize it in the sun.
Okay.
I mean,
So
it's just, this infection is so dangerous to 1/4 of the frontier's population. I mean, you just can't let it get out. That would be more dangerous than anything.
all right, she puts her persuasive lawyer skills to work and talks the Pilgrim Council into abandoning plans to purchase and refit the Nebula Narwhale for the relief mission to Snowball. So the Pilgrims are heartbroken, and doubly heartbroken because they feel like 6 of their people died for nothing. But they get over it and they return to the center frontiers to lick their wounds and start trying to find another ship. And that is the end of this adventure.
Very nice. Very nice. Well done, sir.
Yay.
Okay, so everyone take 4 points of experience.
Okay.
Unfortunately, because there was no sale of the ship, there was no big shares of the profits. So everyone was only paid a salary of about 300 credits for the mission. You were all the crew of the Kaleidoscope, and Raul were supposed to get a percentage of the sale. Like a real estate sale. You were getting a percentage of the deal. But the Pilgrims, because you saved 2 of their people, they pay everybody 300 credits,
Which isn't much.
which isn't much. But
Hate us
now,
and sleep.
but they've lost tens of thousands of credits in starting to work on this ship, and now having to give it up because of this terrible tragedy.
It's a wash. It's not even a wash. It's a deficit. Yeah.
Right. All right. So not a super happy ending for the Pilgrims, but they hope to work with all of you again, and they because I think the Osier still has ties to the Grub Across the Stars organization. So he says, well, we'll do what we can. If you need us to, ferry people in search of another ag ship, we'd be more than happy to do that.
Excellent. Cool.
All right, so we're going to leave it there. I've got ideas on how we're going to link this up for linking you with the other group.
Very cool.
All right, hope you had a good time.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Very fun. Very
Okay,
fun.
great. So that concludes the Nightmare on the Nebula Narwhale. Everybody who's watching at home or on your mobile devices or however you're watching us, thanks for tuning into Citizens of Star Frontiers. We'll be back in a few weeks with a full team of 6, and we're going to see how that goes. And we have quite a cliffhanger last time. We'll finally resolve what was going to happen on the Isle of Ventura. Probably none of these players know what the hell is going on the Island of Ventura, but trust me, for the major campaign, it was a big cliffhanger. So yeah, stay tuned for further adventures with Citizens of Star Frontiers, and everybody stay safe out there. Bye.
Bye.
And